First, thank you not only for hosting this, but also for staying way past this time. This is, absolutely wonderful that you're doing this, and we appreciate it.
Thank you for waiting too.
Not a problem. I didn't even know that you were able to speak tonight, so it's kind of off the cuff. And quite honestly, most of the things that I wanted to say to you, everybody has so eloquently, and even better than I could even have expressed, they have already expressed that. So I really wanted to say that, ditto on everything that was said. And then just a few other things I wanted to point out that may not have been addressed. First of all, I have 3 children, 2 who are in college that are engineering majors. One has a $27,000 scholarship to Syracuse University. Both products of Frontier High School, public school education, who've gone through well before Common Core, and they got a phenomenal education. I also have a kindergartner who I am not sending to public school. I'm also a public school teacher. This breaks my heart beyond anything that I can think of, because we live in the Frontier District, and it's a phenomenal school, and it's killing me that I'm not sending him there. The Common Core is destructive. Oh, in addition, so I teach public school, I'm a high school English teacher at Maryvale. And what I wanted to say that hasn't really been mentioned is the text pieces in the Common Core. I don't know if you've looked at them or if anybody really has had a chance to look at what these text pieces are, but they're horrendous. They're not only inappropriate for the grade level, which they want to talk about the rigor and the vocab and things like that, which I can understand. However, they're not understanding that the concepts behind the pieces that are being designed are highly inappropriate. For example, the irony being 1984 being taught in 9th grade, a 9th grader has no ability to understand the concepts of why George Orwell wrote what he wrote, which is ironic based on the fact of what he wrote, about what he wrote. So I think maybe it was well placed, who knows? They say they can read it and not really understand it. But then there's other pieces that I would be embarrassed to teach. We do a lot of, looking at the text pieces in class, doing close reads and things like that. And I'm reading a book now that's going to be in the Common Core and the modules. And on average, there's about 5 swear words per page on this book. Other words that I can't even say, not in front of you, not in front of these kids, whatever. And I'm thinking, how would I even be able to teach that in front of these children? And even though I'm in 10th grade, I still consider them my kids. I tell the students, but they're still, they shouldn't be hearing these swear words. They shouldn't be hearing these inappropriate conversations, these inappropriate interactions, because it makes them think it's okay. And if they want to read that for their independent reading, I'm okay with that. What I'm not okay with is me standing in front of them, teaching them that this is a valuable piece of literature, and it's okay to act this way, it's okay to have this view when it's highly inappropriate. There are some other texts in the modules that have explicit, I'm just going to say R-rated scenes in them that, again, would be totally embarrassed to teach, and I don't know how I'm going to be able to do that. So that's the one thing I want to say. The modules have not been designed and thought through in an efficient manner. I don't think people, and I don't mean to say this as an insulting form, but I don't think people who had experience in education wrote these things. They are highly inappropriate. The things that they're requiring at the speed that they're requiring is silly. It's just, there's no other word for it. We're taking away the love of education from the students and for the teachers. There was a teacher, I believe from Clarence, who said she loves her job and her teachers love her job. Same thing with me. I love it. And I miss teaching. I miss teaching every day. I miss it to the heart of everything. It's not about teaching anymore. It's about, doing what we have to be told. It's about reading from a script. And I don't understand that. There's no creativity, there's nothing in there for the teachers and the students. We're more than just a number. The students are, the teachers are. And I think the testing is, we need to test the kids in high school. We tested the 11th grade year for English. I have no problem with testing. It's the over-testing that we have a problem with, and it's the idea that the tests are not reliable and they're not valid. And somebody needs to start looking at that, because that's where the problem really lies. Everything else really has been addressed, and I don't want to keep you anymore, so I think I will leave it there. But I do thank you again, and please, I know that there's a lot that has to be done in order to get this to be changed, and whatever you can do, I appreciate your efforts. So thank you.
Thank you very much.